At its peak, the Mongol Empire spanned over 24 million square kilometers. This is larger than the entire continent of North America. It stretched from the Pacific Ocean in the east to Eastern Europe in the west. This vast territory was unified and ruled by one man, Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan, born Temujin, was a remarkable figure in history. He was a brilliant military strategist and a ruthless conqueror. However, he was also a visionary leader who brought law and order to the vast territories he conquered. His story is one of ambition, brutality, and surprisingly, unification. Genghis Khan's life and conquests had a profound impact on the course of world history. His empire connected east and west. It facilitated trade and cultural exchange on an unprecedented scale. The Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan stands as a testament to his military genius and his ability to unite disparate tribes under a common banner. His story challenges our understanding of nomadic people. It sheds light on the complex dynamics of power and leadership in the medieval world. To truly understand the impact of Genghis Khan, we must first delve into the challenges he faced and overcame. Before Genghis Khan, the Mongol tribes were a fragmented people. They lived in small, isolated groups scattered across the vast expanse of the Eurasian steppe, each tribe fiercely independent and often at odds with one another. They constantly fought amongst themselves for control over the scarce resources of the Eurasian steppe. These battles were brutal and relentless, with each tribe vying for dominance and survival in a harsh and unforgiving environment. This disunity made them vulnerable to attacks from their neighbors. The lack of a unified front meant that they were easy targets for more organized and powerful forces that surrounded them. These neighbors included the powerful Jin dynasty to the south and the Khwarezmian Empire to the west. Both of these empires had their eyes on the Mongol territories, seeing them as ripe for conquest and exploitation. Genghis Khan rose to power by uniting these disparate tribes. His vision was to create a single, cohesive force that could stand up to the external threats and secure the future of the Mongol people. He achieved this through a combination of military prowess and shrewd diplomacy. Genghis Khan was not only a formidable warrior, but also a master strategist who knew how to forge alliances and bring people together under a common cause. He introduced a new legal code, the Yassa, which helped to solidify his rule and establish order within the newly formed Mongol Empire. The Yassa was a set of laws that applied to all Mongols, creating a sense of unity and shared identity among the tribes. This unification was the key to his future conquests. With the tribes united under his leadership, Genghis Khan was able to harness their collective strength and direct it towards external expansion. It allowed him to focus his forces outward and embark on his empire-building campaigns. The once fragmented Mongol tribes were now a formidable force ready to take on the world and carve out one of the largest empires in history. Genghis Khan's leadership transformed the Mongols from a collection of warring tribes into a unified and powerful empire. His ability to inspire loyalty and instill discipline among his followers was unparalleled. His generals were fiercely loyal and highly skilled, executing his strategies with precision. The Mongol military tactics, which included swift cavalry movements and psychological warfare, were revolutionary and devastatingly effective. Under Genghis Khan's leadership, the Mongol Empire expanded rapidly, stretching from the Pacific Ocean in the east to the heart of Europe in the west. His legacy is one of unification, innovation, and unparalleled conquest. Today, Genghis Khan is remembered as a national hero in Mongolia, a symbol of strength and unity. His impact on history is profound, and his story continues to inspire generations. Born into a world of constant tribal warfare, Genghis Khan's early years were fraught with danger and uncertainty. The Mongolian steppes were a harsh and unforgiving environment where survival often depended on one's ability to navigate the complex web of alliances and enmities that define tribal life. From a young age, Genghis Khan, then known as Temujin, was thrust into this volatile world where the line between life and death was often razor-thin. Genghis Khan's early life was marked by hardship and tragedy. His family, though of noble lineage, faced numerous challenges that tested their resilience. The death of his father, Yasuge, a minor chieftain, left the family vulnerable and exposed to the whims of rival tribes. This period of his life was characterized by a constant struggle for survival, as his family was abandoned by their own clan and forced to live in isolation. He witnessed the brutal realities of power struggles firsthand. The young Temujin saw how alliances could shift overnight, how friends could become foes, and how the quest for power could lead to betrayal and bloodshed. These experiences left an indelible mark on him, shaping his understanding of human nature and the dynamics of power. His father, a minor chieftain, was poisoned by a rival tribe when Genghis Khan was just a boy. This act of treachery not only robbed him of his father, but also plunged his family into a state of destitution. The young Temujin had to grow up quickly, taking on responsibilities far beyond his years to ensure the survival of his family. This left him and his family to fend for themselves. They faced the harsh realities of the Mongolian steppes, where food was scarce and the elements were unforgiving. Despite these challenges, Temujin's mother, Holan, instilled in her children the values of perseverance and resilience. She taught them the importance of unity and loyalty, lessons that would later become the cornerstone of Genghis Khan's leadership. These early experiences shaped his worldview. Temujin learned the importance of strength and the necessity of being prepared for any eventuality. He trained rigorously, honing his skills in archery, horseback riding, and combat. He also observed the tribal elders, learning the intricacies of leadership and the art of negotiation. They instilled in him the importance of strength, loyalty, and unity. Temujin understood that to lead, he needed the unwavering support of his followers. He built strong bonds with his peers, earning their trust and loyalty through his actions and decisions. This sense of unity and collective purpose would later be a defining feature of his leadership. Genghis Khan was a quick learner and a brilliant strategist. He had an innate ability to assess situations and devise effective strategies. His keen intellect and sharp instincts allowed him to outmaneuver his enemies and turn the tide of battle in his favor. He understood that victory often depended on careful planning and the ability to adapt to changing circumstances. He understood the importance of cavalry in warfare. The Mongolian horsemen were renowned for their speed and agility, and Genghis Khan capitalized on these strengths. He developed innovative tactics that utilized the mobility of his cavalry to devastating effect, allowing his forces to strike swiftly and retreat before the enemy could mount a counterattack. He also recognized the need for discipline and organization within his army. Genghis Khan implemented a strict code of conduct and established a clear chain of command. He believed that a well-disciplined and organized army was essential for maintaining order and achieving success on the battlefield. He implemented rigorous training regimes and a strict chain of command, which transformed the Mongol army into a formidable fighting force. His soldiers were trained to endure harsh conditions and to execute complex maneuvers with precision. This level of discipline and preparation gave the Mongol army a significant edge over their adversaries. He also adopted new technologies such as gunpowder, which gave him a significant advantage over his enemies. Genghis Khan was not only a master of traditional warfare, but also an innovator who embraced new advancements. By incorporating gunpowder weapons into his arsenal, he was able to enhance the destructive power of his forces and maintain his dominance on the battlefield. One of Genghis Khan's most impressive military achievements was the conquest of the Khwarezmian Empire. This campaign not only showcased his strategic brilliance, but also highlighted the sheer determination and ferocity of the Mongol warriors. The Khwarezmian Empire at the time was a formidable power in Central Asia, boasting a well-trained army and fortified cities. This empire, located in present-day Central Asia, was ruled by Shah Ala ad-Din Muhammad II. The Shah, confident in his strength and resources, believed he could withstand any external threat. However, he underestimated the resolve and military prowess of the Mongols. The Shah made a fatal mistake when he executed a Mongol trade caravan and its ambassador. This act was seen as a grave insult and a direct challenge to Genghis Khan's authority. The execution was not just a diplomatic blunder, but a catalyst for a full-scale invasion. This act of aggression enraged Genghis Khan. Known for his swift and decisive actions, he immediately began preparations for a massive military campaign. His anger was not just personal, but also a matter of principle. He could not allow such an affront to go unpunished. He led his armies westward in a campaign of retribution. The Mongol forces, renowned for their mobility and tactical flexibility, moved with incredible speed. Their ability to cover vast distances in a short time was a key factor in their success. The Mongol army, known for its speed, agility and ruthlessness, quickly overwhelmed the Khwarezmian forces. The Khwarezmian soldiers, despite their bravery, were no match for the highly disciplined and strategically superior Mongol warriors. The Mongols employed psychological warfare, spreading fear and chaos among their enemies. They conquered major cities like Samarkand and Bukhara. These cities, once thriving centers of culture and commerce, fell one by one to the relentless Mongol onslaught. The sieges were brutal, with the Mongols employing innovative siege tactics and relentless assaults. The fall of the Khwarezmian Empire demonstrated Genghis Khan's military genius and the power of the Mongol army. It was a stark reminder to the world of the consequences of defying the Mongol Empire. The devastation left in the wake of the conquest was immense, reshaping the political and cultural landscape of Central Asia for years to come. The legacy of this conquest is a testament to the indomitable spirit and strategic acumen of Genghis Khan and his warriors. Genghis Khan died in 1227, but his empire continued to expand under his successors. The Mongol Empire, at its peak, stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Eastern Europe. It encompassed a diverse array of cultures and peoples. This facilitated an unprecedented exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies across Eurasia. This period of Mongol rule, known as the Pax Mongolica, was marked by relative peace and stability. Trade flourished along the Silk Road connecting East and West. The Mongols, despite their fearsome reputation, were surprisingly tolerant rulers. They allowed religious freedom within their empire. They also patronized the arts and sciences. Genghis Khan's legacy is a complex and multifaceted one. He was a ruthless conqueror responsible for the deaths of millions of people. However, he was also a visionary leader who helped to connect the East and West through trade and diplomacy. He ushered in an era of peace and prosperity that had a lasting impact on the course of world history and culture. His story challenges us to think critically about the nature of power, leadership, and the interconnectedness of civilization throughout time. It is a story that continues to fascinate and inspire debate centuries later, even in modern times. What are your thoughts on Genghis Khan's enduring legacy?